Hey there! Welcome to our new video, How to Read Charts Part 2. So in the last video, diniscuss natin anong importance ng pagbabasa ng charts. So it tells us about the supply and demand situation of a stock. And mainly, we're looking at the historical price movement of a stock in order to have a stronger feel of its future price direction. So last time we discussed concepts such as support and resistance, candlesticks, and trend lines. So for this video, we're gonna look a little deeper. So i-review natin yung support and resistance. So bakit support and resistance na naman? Because ito talaga yung backbone ng lahat ng price structure analysis sa technicals. So napaka-importante ng support and resistance. Kumbaga, kahit ito lang maintindihan mo, kung ma-master mo siya, I assure you, magiging profitable na trader ka. So if you really grasp the core concept of support and resistance. And then we're gonna introduce another concept, role reversals. So at some point, nagbabaliktad yung support and resistance. So i-discuss natin kung bakit nga ba nangyayari to and kung paano i-take advantage tong mga ganitong sitwasyon. So just a quick review para sa mga hindi pa nakaka-grasp ng concept. Yung support and resistance, basically, ito yung tinatawag natin na trading range, right? So, yung stock, gumagalaw lang siya within a range. So, the support line, ito yung line sa baba. Dito mo mapapansin, ito yung theoretical low ng stock. Kumbaga, nag-hold yung presyo every time tumatama sa support line. Ito, in this case, $40. Sa 40, nagbabounce yung stock, right? So, bakit nagbabounce? Kasi malakas yung demand at the support level. Okay? So, support represents our demand. Resistance naman, opposite lang. Anong mapapansin natin? Every time tumama yung presyo pataas, sa resistance, nauumpog, bumabagsak siya. So, resistance naman, this represents our supply. So, malakas yung supply sa mga resistance level. So, for whatever reason, baka dito nagbebenta yung mga tao, feel nila mahal na yung stock at this point or talagang may seller lang dyan na nag-aabang. So, there's too many reasons pero yun, nandyan yung supply, malakas yung supply, kaya nahihirapan yung stock mag-go above the resistance. Pero ano nangyayari? Kunyari, ito naman, role reversals. So, what if the stock gets out of a trading range? Kumbaga, paano kung lumampas na yung stock dito? So, dito natin ma-introduce yung resistance turned into support. Ayan o. Yung resistance niya dati sa 55, biglang naging support dito. And then, sorry about that. And then, ito naman, yung stock, no nag-breakdown siya, yung support niya dati at 51, naging resistance na. So, bakit nangyayari itong mga to? We're gonna discuss in our video today. So, let's look at some charts. So, tignan natin to. Role reversal number 1. Pag breakouts, yung dati mong resistance magiging support. So, what does that mean? So, tignan natin tong chart ni Tugo. Gawan natin ng resistance and support. So, tignan natin yung range niya. Makikita natin yung range ni Tugo is ito. So, sa textbook, yung sinasabi nilang support and resistance, usually linya lang ginagawa nila. Pero yung mas preferred ko is binibigyan natin ng allowance yung stock. So, kumbaga, rectangle boxes yung mga ginagawa ko para may allowance, may range yung stock. Kumbaga kasi in real trading, hindi naman porket sinabi natin na ang support is 10 pesos, dun lang hihinto yung stock. So, minsan, yung support na 10, bubutasin yan. Pero yung pala, konting mag 9.95. Pero ganun din, within that range din. So that's the reason we try to do it in ranges, the support and resistance. So from here, you can check it out. Makikita natin yung range ni Tugo. Diba? Up, down lang siya at this point, right? But then look at what happens nung nag-break out si Tugo. Ayan. So, after the 4th time, nabasag niya yung 3 to 320 range, right? Ito, ayan successful siya. So, tumagos yung presyo. Ibig sabihin, lumakas yung demand at this point. May nag-trigger. Kung bakit mas naging agresibo yung buyers. So, after the short rally, after a few days, tignan natin, biglang bumagsak. Pero dito na yung tinatawag natin na retest. Dito yung role reversal nangyayari. Dahil nag-breakout, so umakyat yung stock beyond the resistance point, which signals the strength in the demand. Ito, kung magko-correct yung presyo dyan, dito natin makikita kung legit ba yung breakout. So ito na yung tinatawag natin na role reversal. Yung dati nating resistance sa 320 to 3, ngayon naging support na siya, right? Ito, nakita nyo, nag-hold siya dito. So yan yung tinatawag nila na retest. Kung lehitimo yung galaw ng isang stock, mag-hold yan at this point. So here. Pero kunyari mahina yung galaw ng isang stock, magbe-breakdown yan. Mababasag niya below 3. So dito natin na-confirm, isang verification yan na, may demand talaga kay To Go ngayon. Kaya ang nangyari, nag-continue lang yung demand, yung ano niya. Nag-continue lang yung uptrend niya. So tignan natin ha. So let's track again its new range, di ba? So ito yung support natin, same thing, 3 to 320, nandyan ka. Then dahan-dahan siyang tumataas sa new resistance natin kay To Go around here. So 540 to 5, medyo malaki to kasi may candle na mataas, 580-ish yan. So let's peg it at 550 na lang to simplify. Ayan. So may support tayong, may resistance tayo sa 550. Pero dahil malakas pa rin yung demand kay To Go, binasag niya ulit, breakout na naman. So ito, kung naintindihan lang natin yung pag-shift ng prices between trading ranges and pag-breakout, 'di ba? Profitable to, kumbaga kung ma-master mo siya. So like here, after the breakout on 550, you get a 90% move. Solid, 'di ba? So pero not all breakouts continue, right? So this is just an example. So ito naman, yung resistance natin sa 550, anong nangyari sa kanya? Resistance yan dati, 'di ba? Pero dahil nag-breakout yung stock pataas, papansin nyo, anong nangyari? Na-hold, ito na yung naging baseline ni To Go. Naging support na siya. So, ganun nagta-transition yung mga stocks na pa-breakout ng pa-breakout dahil nagpo-form siya ng higher trajectory over time. Yung dating areas kung saan supply side to, 'di ba? Yung 550 to 580 dati ito yung bubong ni To Go. Yan yung supply. Pero ngayon dahil napatunayan natin na may legit breakout dito sa 550, naging support na siya. So here, ayan. It's now the baseline support of To Go. And if marunong ka, kung sumalo tayo dito, kung na-identify natin yan, kung sumalo lang tayo near support, 90% move, o kahit nga kalahati lang, kahit 40%, profitable ka na. So this is what I mean, na if we understand the basic concepts of support and resistance and how they change roles, malaking bagay na siya. So now let's look for another example, DMC. Ito, nandito sa kabila. Ito naman. So, another role reversal naman. Yung kanina, breakouts yun. Kumbaga, pataas. So, yung dating resistance naging support. Ito naman, on breakdowns, support turns into resistance. Baliktad. So, ito naman, tignan natin. Ang nangyayari tong ganitong sitwasyon kapag bumabagsak yung stock. Kapag topish na siya, kumbaga, galing sa itaas, tapos nag-breakdown, bumaba yung range niya. So, let's see. Mapapansin natin sa sitwasyon na to, si DMCI is ranging around 14. Ito, 14 to 1430. Yan. So, mapapansin nyo, nag-hold siya for a few times, right? So, here, una nag-hold dyan. Then, a couple of times here. And this one. Then, ito. Pero on the 5th try, papansin nyo dito, nag-breakdown, di ba? Ayan o. So, yung 14 na dating support, hindi na kinaya. Kumbaga, naging agresibo na yung supply, pushing the prices lower. Kumbaga, yung buyers dito, wala, na-overcome na ng sellers. Mas aggressive yung supply. Kaya talagang sinell down nila yung stock. So, this is what we call a breakdown again. And then, let's take a look at what happened on the breakdown. So, ito, bumagsak yung stock. Stock went as low as 20% down. But then, ito, nag-retest siya. So, usually, nagre-recover yung mga stocks pag bumabagsak. Ayan, di ba? So, from 10 pesos, bumalik sa 14. So, 14 na naman. Ito yung tinatawag natin na role reversal. So, dahil, anong mapapansin natin? Yung dating support ni DMC at the 14 range, naging resistance na siya. So, psychologically, what does this mean? Pag yung stock nag-recover, pabalik dun sa presyo kung saan talagang nag-change of roles, yung breakout, breakdown point, pag nag-recover yan dyan, dun mo matitest talaga kung ano yung main trajectory ng stock eh. So dahil dyan nag-breakdown yung stock, pag bumalik dyan yung presyo, psychologically, yung mga tao, iisipin nila na, uy, bumalik na dito. So perhaps ito na yung chance ko ulit magbenta. Yung mga hindi nakabenta before, 'di ba? Dito na verify yung iba pang supply. The rest of the supply, kung ano yung iniisip ng market. So kung malakas talaga si DMC, dapat tatagosin niya yan, yung 1450, 'di ba? Dapat lalampasan niya lang yung 1450 to 15. So that means na hindi na ganoon kalakas yung downtrend. Yung breakdown, hindi siya legit. Pero dahil dito nag-fail yung DMC, nahirapan siya tagusin pataas. This confirms the breakdown. So ngayon, hanggang ngayon, tignan nyo. More than 4 times, hirap pa rin si DMC. So that's the significance of understanding the change in roles. So pag alam mo na yung trajectory ng stock nasa lower range na siya, at least guided ka na alam mo tong price range na to for hindi magiging bullish si DMC hanggang sa hindi niya nauubos yung supply sa 14 to 14.20. Yan yung guideline natin. Kaya talagang range trade lang siya pababa. So that's just an example. So there. I hope you guys understand the concepts of role reversals. So this can be really profitable to add up to your analysis if you really understand the core concepts. So even when I was starting, kahit ganito lang, pag tinignan mo yung price structure and you understand kung ano yung bias talaga ng isang stock, mas guided yung decisions mo. So itong mga ganitong role reversals, ito yung nagko-confirm nung trend ng stock, kung ano yung mas malakas na direction, kung pababa ba or pataas. So hopefully nakatulong tong video na to. Stay tuned for our next videos. We're gonna have more concepts to discuss. So thank you for joining Investagrams, your partner from start to profits. See ya.